guys, we're at the pool. We're the only ones here, thank God. So what can I say, queen of the pool, am I right? So we're gonna sit here and relax for a little bit. It's not too hot at the moment, not too sunny, so that's not too bad. There's a lot of people wandering around, like staff members and stuff. But yeah, we're going to do this for a little bit, like I say, so there's not going to be much filming, if I'm honest, in the morning. And then we're doing Grand Floridian afternoon tea in the afternoon, 3:15, so we'll leave here, the resort, at like 1:45, just to give us enough time to get over to Grand Floridian, do the afternoon tea. It's about 9 o'clock now, by the way. And then yeah, go on a resort hop and pop into Epcot, get a few bits from Epcot. And yeah, just have a nice chilled day, because it's been just manic lately, like absolutely manic. So yeah, can't actually wait for a nice chilled one. So we've had a swim. I'm only ever in the pool for about an hour, hour and a half, nothing crazy, just because I get bored very easily. So we're going to pop down and get some food from the food court, because I'm hungry. Last thing I ate was like popcorn at 1 o'clock this morning, so I'm starving, if I'm honest. So go pop down, do that, eat that. I've got my phone on charge at the moment because my battery is not great, and I need to FaceTime my parents because I haven't spoken to them in about 4 days. No, probably about 2 actually, not 4, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I've got to charge the phone obviously, so that's fine. So we're going to go get lunch, FaceTime them. And then I'm going to go for a little walk around the resort and take some photos, I think. Maybe pop over to French Quarter, see what the Mickey beignets are like. Yeah, so we're going to have a chill day, even though like we're not going to be by the pool all day, because like I say, I just can't be doing it, if I'm honest. And it's not particularly hot today either, which is great, because, you know, dying, but the humidity has dropped, so it's not very warm at the moment. So yeah, we're going to have a walk around, do some bits and bobs, see if we can book that carriage ride for later. I think we've got to phone them, and I hate phoning people. Oh, anxiety. But yeah, we're going to see if we can do that, and then obviously head off to afternoon tea. That's why, even though it is only 10:30 in the morning, I'm going to go get an early lunch, because our other thing is, oh, they're cutting trees again, and I don't think we're allowed to walk this way. We'll go try it anyway. But yeah, because our thing's at 3:15, obviously, you know, I don't want to be eating too much and then not want to eat my afternoon tea. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and squeeze past this truck. Hold please. This resort is just too beautiful. So our room is down this way. Alligator Bayou Lodge 35. You go down there and then down another little path. That's where they're cutting trees at the minute. You've got the Sasagula River there. We've got to walk all the way up here in order to get to the food court. Getting back to it, so this little path you see sort of up here leading into the door, that is where we are going for our food. So again, not a long journey, not crazy, but enough, you know. Okay, slight change of plan. No food, you guys, because it's not switched over from breakfast to lunch yet, and I just don't like any of the breakfast options, if I'm honest. Like, don't get me wrong, Mickey waffles are awesome, pancakes are awesome, don't mind that, but I'm craving something, you know, savoury really, rather than sweet. Okay, you guys, so that was very awkward. We haven't managed to book a carriage ride because it really weird. So basically, they transferred me 3 times. So I took a picture of the sign when I went down for the to get lunch that I didn't get. Took a picture of the sign. It said for same day reservations, call 407 2845 3871 or something like that. So it's like, okay, sweet. So Rang that, and it rang an entirely different number, and I was like, okay. And they were like, we can't book it here, we've got to send you to concierge. I was like, that's fine. So sent me to concierge, asked them, oh no, we don't book it, that's recreation. Right, okay. So they sent me to recreation. I was on hold for 10 minutes with recreation, got through, told her what I wanted to do. She was like, okay. She said, is it for today? I said, yes, for today. She's like, okay. So what's your resort number? So I gave her my, because basically it's just a booking reference so that they know that you're definitely staying here. So I was like, okay, so this is it. Had to go into my Disney experience to find it, but this is it. Okay, fine. Oh, I've got to put you on hold. Okay, so she put me on hold, another 5 minutes. Now I'm trying to FaceTime my mother at the same time because she's got her accountant coming to see her, which he's just turned up, that's why I'm off the phone from her now. But yeah, so obviously I had a very small window to sort of do it in. So I'm on the phone, like, to them and trying to FaceTime my mum at the same time. And she finally comes back on the phone. She's like, oh, thanks for your patience. I was like, yeah, that's fine. She's like, yeah, you can't book it with us. I was like, right. I was like, is it full? She was like, no, you've got to either book it at the location. So basically I'm just going to have to turn up at 5:30 this evening, or, you know, 6:30, 7:30, because they go every half an hour, I think, from 5:30 till 9:30, and just see if they've got space for me, essentially. So I was like, okay. She said, or you can book it at concierge. And I thought, well, I can't because concierge passed me on to you, but okay. So I was like, fine, all right, that's, you know, it's whatever it is. So, I mean, I'm not mad about it, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad, but I just thought it was a bit of a faff, really. And Disney's usually pretty, you know, pretty organised. So that was a bit odd. It's a bit odd that it tells you on the sign that you have to ring this number, but when you ring the number, it doesn't want to do anything. That's odd.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I went a little overboard, got chicken Alfredo pasta and 3 Mickey beignets. Whoops. But I just wanted to try it all. So, and to be fair, afternoon tea doesn't tend to fill me up because it's only little bitty bits. So, yeah, good luck to me. So I got a little bit defeated. I've had to take one home with me in a little box because, yeah, I couldn't eat everything because I literally just will not eat the afternoon tea otherwise. But it was delicious, and I'll tell you what, it's really funny because last time we were here in 2016, me, Emma and Martin got 6 of the normal shaped beignets, not because they weren't doing Mickey ones back then, to share. So we had 2 each, so it sits between us, 2 each. And I really didn't like them. They weren't very nice. They were completely hollow in the middle. They weren't dense at all. They were hollow. And they just tasted really oily and horrible. And I remember sitting at the French Quarter bus stop for us ready to go back to our resort. And I was like, it's just, I don't know why people like this. You know, it's not very nice. But I tell you what, since doing the Mickey ones, they've upped their game. They are delicious. Like, literally so, like, pillowy soft and fresh and succulent and just, oh. Honestly, if I could have finished that last one, I would have done. But, like I say, it's getting on a bit. It's coming up 10 to 1 now. So, we've got to eat in a couple hours, roughly. So yeah, we've got to get back to Riverside anyway because I'm going to go install this in the fridge back at Riverside just to make sure that I'm not carrying it around with me all day. So we're going to walk back there, stow that in the fridge, still leave at like 1:45. I think what I might do is get the bus to either Magic Kingdom or Epcot, it doesn't really matter at this point, and then get the monorail across to the Grand Floridian. So we're going to go do that as quick as possible. Just because I know what Walt Disney World transportation is like, it can take anywhere up to an hour and a half to get to where you need to be. So bear that in mind when you're travelling, guys. But yeah, for now, we've got to find our way back to Riverside. Might get the boat, not gonna lie, feel really fat, probably need to roll myself home. So onwards and upwards. So this is what I mean about leaving an hour and a half before you have to be anywhere. The bus is now saying 2:07. When I first got here at 1:45, it said it was going to be 2 minutes. Then it got pushed back to 57. Then it got pushed back again to 2. Then it got pushed back to 2:10. Now it's come back to 2:07. So yeah, Disney buses are kind of unreliable, guys.
Floridian, you guys. Yay! It did take a heck of a time. We're literally only 15 minutes ahead. It's 3 o'clock now. 1:15 is when our reservation is. It was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. That bus in the end got delayed even longer after I'd last filmed for you all. And then when it arrived, it was full of people to the point where you literally could only just get on. Then people were just being rude and obnoxious. And the driver had to get an EVC off, and this woman started poking me in the back, being like, I need to get off, I need to get off. And I was like, I understand that, but I can't move because he's trying to get the ramp out in order to get the ECV off. And she just wouldn't listen, she just kept poking me, and it was quite irritating. So I nearly lost my temper, not gonna lie. So that wasn't too good. And then luckily they all cleared out at the South Depot. And I had the bus to myself basically all the way here, and then yeah, the monorail was actually pretty quick, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I tell you what, it was just really annoying though. So anyway, we're going to chill out with some afternoon tea, and yeah, I can't wait. We're here in the tea room. I've just ordered my tea. I've ordered my not meal, you know what I mean, my afternoon tea. I have been denied champagne, because apparently Disney property policy is that you're supposed to have your UK driving licence and your passport with you, or at least a picture of your passport. I personally think that's stupid, just because, you know, my driving licence has a photo of me on it, so if it's got a photo of me on it and my date of birth and everything like that, I don't know why that wouldn't be accepted as just as it is, without having to have a backup of your passport. I do think that is ridiculous, Disney, if I'm honest with you, considering how much it costs for this tea as well. It's a $50 tea. But, you know, no luck today on Friday 13th, I guess.
And that's the fig and white rose tea that we had the last time we were here. It's delicious, so trust me. Beach here at the Grand Floridian. Sorry I didn't film much of the afternoon tea. I had like a massive anxiety attack like halfway through. Have no idea why particularly, but I feel really ill now, like really ill, to the point where I literally thought I was dying. Because that's what anxiety does to you, unfortunately. It lies to you and tells you that you're dying and you're not well and you need medical assistance and everything like that, so that's always good. So, you know, so yeah, I didn't really want to film whilst that was going on. Sorry, it's very bright out here, oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't want to film while that was going on, if I'm honest, and I still don't feel great now. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. We all knew this was an anxiety trip. We all knew it was possible and that it was something that was going to happen at some point. You know, it's it always makes me laugh when people I know, there we go, in real life, you guys, always turn around to me and say, oh yeah, you'll be cured of it soon. Like, you know, you're doing all these things, you're hitting all these milestones and all these goals, oh, you're going to be like fine soon, you're going to be over it. And it's like, that's not how anxiety works, unfortunately. You know, like, I have good days, I have bad days. You know, some days when I literally don't feel like dragging myself out of bed, you know, but you kind of have to, because you have to get on and sort of do stuff. And then like moments like that kind of annoys me, if I'm honest. Which I know I shouldn't get annoyed, because, you know, it's something that happens, something that my body does, unfortunately, but sort of, it does make you feel a bit weak and a bit like, well, you know, why was there a problem of me just sitting at a table and eating and drinking? Like, it's, you know, but it's just something my body does, unfortunately. It's something that I have to just kind of accept. But it's horrible because you're aware of the fact that you come off looking really weird to people, like you're being weird or you're being suspicious, and then like you can see their behaviour flex to it because it's like they don't quite know why, but at the same time I don't feel like I should have to justify myself and have to turn around to people and say I'm not coping too well at the moment, you know. So it is what it is. Really, like, I've got really sweaty skin and I don't know why. I've been inside. That's odd. But yeah, so I'm feeling crap at the moment. So I'm just going to sit here for a little bit until my body tells me that I'm not dying. I don't know when that'll be. Hopefully soon. And then we might be able to nip to Epcot, which would be good. But I mean, if not, then I'm just going to go back to the resort, and I might actually slash out for a minivan because I don't know if I can cope with the transportation system at the moment. So that's kind of where we are right now. But yeah, the beach is nice, look. Nice beach, all good. Right, so anyway, I'm going to try and chill out for a little bit and stop feeling quite so ill, and yeah, we'll go from there. I don't know, we'll go from there. We'll see, won't we? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now, thank God. I sat on the beach for about half an hour and it seemed to just be enough to just kind of ground me and kind of chill me out and stuff. I was playing with the sand quite a lot. I always find like squidging things tends to help. So that's not too bad, so I'm feeling a lot better now. So I'm sorry this has been a very talky vlog today, but it's just it's time for a quick story time. Although not really that quick because this is me we're talking about. So, first of all, I've just gone down to book the horse carriage ride because I was like, yeah, I'll do it, you know, I'll go down. So, went down to book it, and honestly, and I don't often say this, but she was quite a rude cast member, if I'm completely honest, and now I'm kind of annoyed that I've booked it, if that makes sense, because I don't really want to go anywhere with her, if I'm honest. Like, she had just finished doing a carriage ride for a little girl and her family, and she parked up and they went off, and I waited until, you know, she was free, and I went up and just said, oh, you know, excuse me, how do I, you know, book a carriage ride? And first of all, she ignored me twice, so I was like, you know, sorry, but, you know, excuse me, how do I book a carriage ride? And it was just her manner. Like, she was just very, like, she didn't particularly want to talk to me, or she didn't particularly want to be there, kind of thing. And I was like, I'm very good at sensing vibes from people, so I was kind of like, right. And it's just the way that she conducted herself that I'm not really happy with. Like, she turned around and was like, we've got to book it through concierge. And I was like, right. She's like, you know, if you want to go a different night. And I said, well, no, I was hoping to go tonight. And she turned around and went, yeah, well, the only slot I've got is like 8:30. As if like she really didn't want me to do it. But like I say, this is the only night I have to do it. So I just went, well, that's fine. I said I can do 8:30. And she was kind of like, oh. Like, I visibly saw her kind of go, oh, like that to herself. And I was like, really? And I was like, right. And she was like, right, what's the name? So I told her. I was like, Hannah. And she's like, how many in your party? I went, well, just me. And again, when I said just me, it was almost like she didn't want me to go. And it's like, I'm not being funny. You're getting $55, well, $55, sorry, for a 25-minute trip. What does it matter if there's one person or if there's 5 people? Like, do you know what I mean? So I was kind of like, right, okay. And she was like, right, it's $55. And I was like, yes, I know, I've read the sign. Like, you know, because at this point I'm starting to get annoyed, right? Because I don't like people talking to me like that. Like, there is no need to be talking to someone like that at all. Like, if I had been rude, I could understand it, but I hadn't. I'd very politely just asked, you know, inquired about it. So she, I don't know, she was just very rude. And the thing is as well, like, after I had agreed and said, yep, that's fine, and I said, do I pay you now? And she was like, no, pay me when you get here. And I was like, right. And she went, we only take cash or room credit. She's like, we don't take credit cards. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. I've got cash, you know. So I was kind of a bit annoyed, and I just thought, just walk away, because otherwise I would end up giving her a piece of my mind, because I'm not the kind of person to be trifling with stuff like that. Like, I will tell you straight if I feel that you've been disrespectful, but I just didn't want to, like, start a thing, basically. So I was like, no, I'm just going to back off. Well, as I'm walking away, like, another American lady stepped up behind, and now, in my opinion, she was quite rude, because she was quite direct, because she literally went, how long is it? And it was like a complete 180, and this cast member was like, oh, it's 25 minutes, you know, just around the resort, you know. And I was like, right, so you've instantly taken offence to me then. Is it because I'm English? Is it because I've got crazy coloured hair? Like, what is it? Because, like, I was nice, so I don't really expect it, and especially not of Disney cast members. Like I say, this is the only Disney cast member that I've come across this whole trip who has just been rude, basically. So that was a thing. So like I say, I'm a bit annoyed in a way that I did go ahead and book it. I wish I just told her to forget it, to be fair, but we'll see. So there was that, and then I went to the general store to pick up my package that I had sent back yesterday from the Haunted Mansion gift shop, and she couldn't find it. So I waited and waited and waited and waited for a good 20 minutes, and she was apologising, bless her, profusely. She was really, really nice, and I was like, it's fine, and I think she was worried that I was going to kick off. So anyway, she went running off to speak to her shift lead, and she was like, came back and said, oh, it's gone over to French Quarter by mistake. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, no, you know, it's fine, we'll get it back here for closing, like 10 p.m. if you want to come down. Blah, 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 which I don't think I will. I think I'll leave it till tomorrow, if I'm honest. But, you know, bless her, she was very apologetic. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I am a reasonable person. Like, it's fine. You know, it happens. It's not like I'm checking out tomorrow, so it's fine. But, like, it just goes to show two different spectrums, two different ends of the spectrum, really, doesn't it? So, yeah. Anyway, this has been a long segment, sorry. But I just thought I'd share that with you because, I don't know, it was a very odd encounter, and like I say, I'm a little bit miffed, if I'm honest, that I'm still going to go ahead with this carriage ride, because, I mean, she sure as hell ain't getting a tip straight away. I ain't tipping her, no way. So, you know, yay for that. I'm just going to get out and run. Oh, it's like another lady was saying in the gift shop though. She's like, Disney brings out the worst in people, and I've seen it a lot lately over the last few days. Like, other halves shouting at each other, shouting at the kids. Like, there was two grown men, like before Happily Ever After yesterday, who had a full-blown punch-up, and a cast member had to step in, and it was really awkward, and then they were shouting abuse at each other in front of children, and I was like, what is wrong with you? You are two grown-ass men, you're swearing, using atrocious language, calling each other things like fat and ugly and, you know, and all this lot, and I'm using tame words right now because I don't swear on this channel, and I just thought, there are kids everywhere. Like, I don't know what's going on lately, but it's, yeah, it's definitely been a weird one. But yeah, anyway, that's my little story for now, so I'm going to go, and hopefully we will have a good carriage ride. Oh my god, I love it! I love this. So cool. So that was amazing, you guys. Oh my god, you know what, I was so happy that we did not get that annoying rude cast member. Yes, thank god. Okay, honestly, 10 out of 10. Like, just the ride, the knowledge. Like, he was a horseman, we were chatting about horses the entire time. and all the stuff that he gets up to on Disney property, which was amazing. Like, he's got a Cinderella wedding tomorrow to do with 6 white horses. Like, it's insane. So I did give him a $10 tip, because to be fair, like, he really, really did make my ride. Like, he was just so funny. We were laughing together and having a bit of a joke and like just talking about horsey things, and it was just really, really nice. And honestly, he looked shocked when I gave him a tip, because it's not expected. You're not actually supposed to tip them, I don't think, but you can. If you insist, then you can tip them, but you know, it's not actually in the guidelines. So anyway, this has been quite long again, but yeah, sorry. So that's about it. It was a very, very good thing. Like I say, I tipped in $10 and he seemed very surprised and was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, of course." I was like, "You've made my night, that's cool. Thank you so much." Took us up around French Quarter. Mum he said, "Where are you staying, Riverside or French Quarter?" And I said, "Riverside." And he said, "Have you been over to French Quarter?" Yeah, I was like, "I went over this morning." I was like, "But I haven't seen it at night." He's like, "We'll go that way then." So I was like, "Okay, sweet." So that's where we went up and round. Just so good, so good. But anyway, I am hot and sweaty and disgusting. It is 9:10 and I'm gonna go have a shower, chill out and go to bed and have an early one so we can get up and go to Walmart tomorrow. But that is the end of today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up for me like usual, and I'm gonna check you tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Night.